Hello and welcome to my channel, Nicola Yoga. I am Nicola. So welcome to the new yoga den. You probably don't notice the difference, however, we are in a different location, a little bit bigger. So welcome, this is my first class in this particular location. So we're going to start in a nice easy seated position, whatever that is for you. That can be legs out long, maybe putting a block underneath your knees, or seated on a block. So roll forwards and then place a block underneath the glutes or sits bones. Just allowing a tilt in the pelvis. So the pelvis tilts forwards and allows the hips to just open that a little bit more. Maybe your knees ground down to the earth and maybe they don't, and that's okay too. So from here, we're just going to bring the left hand to the heart center at the center of your chest for compassion. Right hand to the lower abdomen at your root chakra for grounding. Grow tall in the spine, slight tuck in the chin, reaching the crown up towards the ceiling. Shoulders pull back and down. Stacking the shoulders over the rib cage over the pelvis. Just taking a few moments to ground into this present moment, letting go of anything you may have brought with you to your mat today. Nice long deep breath in, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let go. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, release the jaw, slight opening in the teeth, and allow the tongue to release from the roof of the mouth, coming into stillness, softening. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, let go. Coming back to nice, easy, gentle breathing. Allowing a few moments to ground into your practice, maybe setting a sankalpa, setting an intention, whatever that is for you. And just feeling grateful for this present moment. Letting go of any stress or tension in the shoulders, the neck, the upper body. And we hold stress and tension. A few more breaths here just to ground in, either floating the eyes closed or rest with your gaze 2 or 3 feet ahead, your choice. Breathe, let go. And then slowly float the arms down. Maybe cupping the hands to the earth if you have long arms like I do. Cup the hands to the earth, rounding the fingers. So when we do that, we never want to press into the fingers, so like this, so that you never want to do that. You want to cup the fingers as if you're holding a ball in between your hands. Again, tuck in the chin, grow tall. Maybe walking the hands behind you. Now if you are on a block, maybe place your thumbs on the block and pulling the shoulder blades together, staying tall in the spine. Breathe, let go. And then slowly bring the hands to the knees. We're going to shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale the shoulders back and down. Again, inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Again, inhale up. Maybe again, float the eyes closed and feel into the sensation in your body. 3 more this way. And when you pull the shoulders back and down, just again, feel like you're holding that pencil briefly in between the shoulder blades. Releasing stress, releasing tension. And then we're going to bring the shoulders up towards the ears, forwards, back and down. Maybe over-exaggerating the movement of the arms as you bring the arms forwards. from here we're going to explore. Now we've started to warm up the spine. We're going to bring the hands to the knees. Inhale, open the heart, stay on the block. Open the chest, gaze up slightly. Again, if you're cranking the neck, please don't crank. We're not yoga robots here. Exhale, round in, tuck the pelvis, sucking the belly button back towards the spine, round the shoulders and tuck the chin. So feeling the stretch in the trapezius, the muscles in between the shoulder blades. Again, inhale, gaze up, open the heart, open the chest. Exhale, round in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, round in. 3 more, following your own flow, your own pace, your own breath. So we're doing a seated cat and cow here. Warming up the spine. You're going to feel that in the hips, all along the spine, the shoulders, the neck. And then slowly come back up. We're going to swap over feet. And if you need to straighten out the legs and shake it out, if you've been here quite a long time now, please listen to your body. So again, we're going to explore. We're going to float the hands down against the earth. Actually, I'm just going to sit back so you can actually see what I'm doing with my hands. So staying on the block so that the pelvis is tucked forward slightly. And then from here, float the hands down, float the hands up, and then explore coming down towards the elbows. Now if you don't touch the ground with your elbows, that's okay too. Round the chin. And pull the shoulders back and down, but allow the head to be heavy, shoulders are heavy. Folding in, releasing to the earth. And breathe. So again, you're going to feel that in the traps, but it's a little bit gentler on the hips with that pelvis tucked forwards. Breathe, let go. And feel the energy of release here. Release into the stillness. And then slowly, right hand grounds down, then the left hand slowly, slowly, slowly come back up. So we're going to do more for the neck and shoulders. So this is a really good pose for headaches. So either grow tall, tuck in the chin, and allow the right ear to float over towards the shoulder. You can stay right here, flex the left hand away from the body. Now you can come as high as the shoulder, so hand can be as high as the shoulder. However, for me and my body, I kind of feel comfortable here. So you're going to feel a stretch along the left side of the neck, top of the shoulder. And if you want to go just a little bit deeper, if you're not feeling enough here, maybe gentle pressure with the right hand on the left ear. And again, both shoulders pulled back and down. Breathe. This is really good to release headaches, tension. Feel into the space you're creating with the body. 3 more breaths on this side. Maybe bringing the left hand behind the waist, making it a P and F stretch. Again, shoulder pulls back and down, breathe. And then slowly release the hands to the earth. Again, inhale, gaze to the diagonal up towards the right side. And then exhale, gaze down towards the armpit. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale down. So we're going to feel that on the right side this time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more. And slowly come back to stillness. So we're going to repeat that on the left side. So left ear towards the left shoulder this time. So you're going to feel that along the right side of the neck, right shoulder. Again, pull the shoulders back and down. Flex the right hand this time. As the arm comes out to the side, again, shoulders pull back and down. Maybe taking the right hand, or arm, level with shoulder. However, again, for me, listening into your body, where do you need to bring that arm? Again, keeping the shoulders back and down. Now, again, making sure the shoulders are stacked over the rib cage over the pelvis, sucking the belly button back towards the spine. And then, if you want to go a little bit deeper, maybe float the left hand to the right ear this time. Again, shoulders pull back, breathe. Maybe float the eyes closed and feel into the sensation you're creating with the body here. And then again, maybe bringing the right hand behind the waist, making it a P and F stretch. Breathe. And then release. And then again, take your gaze up to the diagonal on the left. And then exhale towards the armpit. Again, you're going to feel this in the left side of the neck and shoulders this time, maybe the deltoid. Inhale, gaze up to that diagonal. Exhale, back down. Inhale. Exhale. So this particular pose is really good if you have neck pain. 3 more, following your own flow and pace of breath. Listening to your body, never cranking. And then slowly, slowly grow tall. And breathe. Maybe come back as you bring the hands forwards, press into the hands this time. And open the heart, gaze up. Exhale, rounding. So going a little bit gently. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. And slowly, slowly come off your block. From here, we're either going to swing the legs around or roll over the knees, if that's in your regular practice. We are going to bring the knees out wide. Or knees together, big toes together, sit bones down towards the heels. And then walk the hands out in front. Now, if this is uncomfortable, maybe placing a block underneath your forehead and ground into our lovely Varasana or child's pose. Breathe, let go. So again, this is really good for headaches. Releasing tension from the upper body. You're going to feel the opening in the hips. And encouraging the relaxation response. If the block is too much, maybe take your blocks away. And rest on the forehead or the chin, depending on how open your chest and your shoulders are. Inhale as you float the hands over towards the right side of the body, resting on the left ear. So coming into a gentle twist in Varasana. Breathe, Varasana. Inhale, float the hands back to center. And then exhale over towards the left, resting on the right ear. 5 breaths here. Breathe. And then slowly, slowly, slowly walk it back. Bring the knees together. Coming into Varasana or hero pose, and then from here we're just going to come onto the tippy toes and then sit back down. So you're going to feel an Achilles and arch support stretch here. Maybe stretching out the toes nicely. Now if you wear high heels, you're definitely going to feel this one. Again, tuck the pelvis. So you're sucking the belly button back towards the spine. Grow tall. Tucking the chin, shoulders stacked over the rib cage over the pelvis. Maybe reach the arms out wide. Spread out the fingers and just float the eyes closed. Maybe you'll rest with your gaze 2 or 3 feet ahead. Now if at any time it feels like too much pressure, float the hands forwards and tap out the feet. Whenever it feels right and feel it. And then come back, just sit on the heels with the tops of the feet grounded to the earth. Breathe. I'm just going to face you so you can see what I'm doing. Reach the right arm across the chest. The left hand comes to the shoulder, sweep down towards the wrist. Again, inhale, sweep down towards the wrist. One more time. And this time we're going to hold here. Again, tuck the chin, sucking the belly button back towards the spine, engagement in the core, and grow tall. So you're going to feel this along the deltoid, maybe the thoracic spine. And then maybe guiding that right hand by the side of your head, holding onto the elbow. You can stay here, or if you want you can take the left hand out level with the shoulder, thumb faces down, and then reach up to bind. Or if you're unable to bind, maybe take your strap folded over several times and then flick the strap behind you and bind with the strap. So from here you can either grow tall, keeping the elbows tight to the rib cage and side of the head, or take the elbows out wide. So whatever stretch you feel like your shoulders need today. Again, tuck in the pelvis, grow tall in the spine, tuck in the chin, and breathe. And then release the strap if you have it. Shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Sweep the left arm across the chest. Right hand to the shoulder and sweep down to the wrist. Again. And then hold on that last time. Feeling the stretch along the deltoid, the thoracic spine maybe. Again, tuck the pelvis, sucking the belly button back towards the spine, and grow tall. Tuck the chin. Shoulders are back and down. Breathe. then from here, guiding that left arm up, hold on to the elbow. Again, you can stay here, keep that tuck in the pelvis. Or if you want a little bit deeper, bringing the left hand in between the shoulder blades. Right hand comes out to the side, thumb faces down, reaching the hands up to bind. Or again, your strap. Look it over the left shoulder and bind with the strap. So again, elbows can come up, one elbow by the side of the head, the other one tight to the rib cage. You can either stay here, or if you want a different stretch, bring the elbows out to the side. Maintaining resistance in the strap. Breathe, let go. Now it's normal for one side to feel totally different to the other, so just breathe into the space. Again, maybe float the eyes closed and feel into the sensation in the body. And then release the strap to the side, you no longer need it. Shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, back and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, and then the other way. And then from here, we're just going to slowly come onto our sits bones. We're going to flex the toes towards the nose and just shimmy shake the soft glutes away from the earth. Now you can place blocks underneath the knees, listen to your body. And then sweep the hands back by the sides of the hips. Again, suck the belly button back to the spine and grow tall, tuck in the chin. Breathe. Inhale, raise the hands up, reaching up from the rib cage. Inhale, exhale, float the hands down towards the knees, the shins, the ankles of the feet. Again, you can have blocks underneath the knees or micro bend the knees, however your body needs. Shoulders pull back, neck extends long, we're not dumping the head. So this is a full body stretch in Paschimottanasana, or seated forward fold, and this is the fourth most important pose in yoga. So you're going to feel that all over the body. Ankles, shins, knees, hamstrings, quads, hips, all along the spine, lower back, upper back, shoulders, arms. The only thing that's relaxed here is the abdomen. Breathe. Inhale to a flat back, sweeping the hands up underneath the knees. Exhale, maybe going a little bit deeper. Breathe. Keeping the neck long, shoulders pull back. And slowly sweep the hands up. Now from here, we're just going to tuck the fingertips just slightly underneath the soft glutes, just slightly. Point the toes and slowly bring the elbows together behind the rib cage. So we're setting up for fish or Matsyasana. So point the toes, tuck the pelvis to the earth. Open the heart, tuck the chin, pressing into the elbows as you arch the spine back. Now if you have neck or shoulder issues, keep the chin tucked. If you don't, you can allow the head to flow back. Keeping that pressing into the elbows, open the heart. So fish pose is really good for the throat and the heart chakra, and is meant to be the mother of all diseases. So it is said in ancient philosophy that if we keep doing this pose on a regular basis, the body cannot become ill. So this is one of my favorites. really good for the throat chakra. If you have any trauma in your life, the throat chakra is one of the areas of sensitivity. Just breathe into that space and let go. Slowly, slowly, slowly tuck the chin, bring the elbows out wide, and slowly come down all the way onto your spine. We're going to bring the right heel in towards the inner thigh, coming into sleeping tree pose, and then raising your branches or arms into that lovely wide stance here. Flex that left foot, flexing the right foot. So feeling that gentle opening in the hip on the right. Breathe. Now in tree pose, you're going to feel the opening in the hip, the IT band, the glute. An opening in the rib cage as you raise those arms over, or spreading out like a star, or a tree. Varasana, Supta Varasana, sleeping tree pose. Breathe. Relax the jaw. Feel that opening in the teeth. And feeling the sensation, taking the breath to the area of most sensation in your body. Maybe bring the right hand to the thigh as you reach over with the left, arching over, and maybe gaze over towards the left. Swaying sleeping tree pose. Breathe. Pause for Supta Varasana. Slowly, slowly come back, straighten out the right leg as you bring the left foot in towards the thigh. Repeating sleeping tree pose but on the other side. Again, extend your branches, maybe forefinger to thumb in Gaya Mudra. Feeling that nice stretch in the shoulders, IT band on the left, the glutes, the hip, rib cage, abdomen. Breathe into the space, let go. And then if you want to go just a little bit deeper, sweep the left hand down to the thigh, and reach the right arm over as you come into sleeping, swaying tree pose. Breathe. So feeling that deeper along the rib cage and shoulder, maybe the waist too. I'll come back and hug the knees in towards the chest, rock backwards and forwards or side to side.